We are here at the Laughing Crow Collectibles here in Modesto, California, and we are going to do some game hunting. My buddy Jared moved up to the next level, opened up a store. It's an amazing store. You're going to see that here in the video. And I told him that I was going to come back today, bring him a lot of stuff into trade, and come away with one of my holy grails for the PlayStation 2. And you guys know I'm a big PlayStation 2 collector. I've been collecting for it for a long time. My goal is to get all the RPGs and horror games for the console. So I'll show you guys the store. Thank you guys for checking out the video. Let's jump into it and get going. Also, I'm here with my good buddy John from TikTok. So you're bringing in some trades too to Jared. And what are some of the things like you're looking for as far as like what do you want to walk away with today?
So basically I brought in over 100 pounds in video games from all genres, all consoles. But I'm definitely looking to get some grail games, you know, some heavy hitters, maybe a cool console. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we get in trade, and yeah, strike a deal.
Let's go.
So only a scumbag would bring in 5,000 games to a poor game store owner.
Hey guys.
And he just got done processing my trade-in and now he's starting on this.
Yeah, and Rex trade-in only took me 5 hours to go through, so this should be really quick.
Is that all the games on the counter or is there more in there?
No, there's more in there.
So this is all my disc-based games, loose disc stuff. And then inside there's actually plenty of more. This is all the other cartridge stuff from Atari, NES, Super Nintendo, 64, Game Boy games, literally just games everywhere. Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and television, Atari, ColecoVision, all that.
Wow. Well, I'm glad that you're done with my stuff. I will be showing you guys in the video what we pick up. That'll be later, but yeah. So the trades are done from me and John, and here are all the tags for all the items that we traded in to the Laughing Crow Collectibles. How many items?
It's somewhere between 500 and 600 items that are all going to be available at Laughing Crow Collectibles. But they got some good stuff in exchange for the trade, so
that's awesome.
It's literally 2, 3 more huge totes just of like mic stuff. There's VHS, there's toys, there's tons more games. There's a bunch of PS1 bangers that aren't out here. There's shitloads of handheld stuff like travel cases, Atari games. We got systems, we got Dragon Valor, Shadow Tower, Heart of Darkness, Munching Iron, Chocobo, Medieval, Juggernaut, like hundreds of NES, PS2, modern stuff, 360, GameCube, everything, handheld things. At the end of the night, I'm gonna take a picture of how freaking exhausted I am and print it up on a Game Boy printer and then just pass out on the floor. So, an unbelievable day. Like one of the biggest days, oh no, the biggest single day of trade-ins. One of our biggest days in sales we've ever had in the store. Guys like you know what I mean? So I'm super appreciative. Love you guys.
Absolutely, love you too, man. And
yeah.
I wanted to make sure I came down. I told you in DMs I was gonna come see your store.
You told me last minute last night, oh, my buddy John's gonna come and he's gonna bring some stuff to trade. And then John brings a refrigerator box full of stuff. I know everybody's gonna be excited to see all the cool stuff that came in.
Dude, and mind you, we've been here since noon. It is now 11 o'clock at night.
11 o'clock at night.
And we are still here. I'm gonna show you what me and John got, and then we're gonna talk to Jared a little bit about being a store owner and, you know, yeah, so stay tuned for that. So I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I'm really stoked because Jared had one of my holy grails that I absolutely needed for the collection. And those of you who know me, you know I'm a huge PlayStation 2 fan, big collector for the PS2. And we're trying to work out a deal for one of my grails, and he has it right here in the case, and I'm gonna show you guys. Check this out. So there it is, right there, you guys. Rule of Rose and the Rule of Rose soundtrack for the PlayStation 2. This is one of the grails. I already have Haunting Ground, which is right next to it. And he has a lot of amazing things from toys and collectibles, VHS, DVD, anime, you name it, he's got it. A lot of grail items, a lot of heavy hitting video games, graded video games, sealed video games, and all the staples, man. You gotta check this store out, dude. Like, it's literally legit. He has so much good stuff, especially for a store that's only been open for a month. So we brought in a bunch of trades, got a lot of trade-in credit here at Laughing Crow, and I picked up a lot of grails and a lot of good items that I've been wanting for the collection for a while, and purged a lot of stuff I didn't really care about anymore. So we got a lot of good stuff, so I wanted to go through it and show you guys. So I'm a big Onimusha fan, big PS2 guy. So I've never seen these before, but I got an Onimusha figure.
Dude, that is sweet.
Then next up, big horror guy. I had to get a copy of Ju-On for the Wii, the Grudge game. Definitely happy to get that one. We got Hunter the Reckoning for the original Xbox CIB. This one's awesome. It plays like a gauntlet type game. Then we got Warriors Orochi 2 for the PS2 CIB. Nice. So I believe it's a mashup between like Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors. And then we picked up Sylphid, which is my first working designs game. This one looked amazing, and thought it would be great for the PS2 collection. Then we picked up for my daughter and my wife to play, because it's one of my daughter's favorite Disney movies. We got Hercules on the PS1 CIB. Then, because I'm getting into shmups and bullet hells and all that, I picked up Cotton Reboot for the Nintendo Switch. Then we got another shmup, Castle Shikigami 2 for the PS2 CIB. And then here's some of the bigger ones, guys. So we got a Mario 2 CIB, very minty.
Dude, that is amazing.
Nice. Yeah.
For any Super Mario fan, that is cool.
We got Mario Brothers 3 CIB, really, really nice. Then we picked up a CIB Zelda Twilight Princess HD for the Wii U. The game inside is still sealed. It comes with the amiibo. You guys know I'm a big Zelda collector, and this is one I didn't have, so I was stoked to get this. And then the Grail of Grails that I've been looking for a long time. We've got Rule of Rose and the Rule of Rose soundtrack. So now I'm just looking for Kuon to complete the Holy Trinity. But yeah, man, like, to get this one in Jared's store was awesome. It was cool, man, that I, picked up my first grail. So this is the soundtrack. So a lot of PlayStation 2 games, or just games in general, when they had a soundtrack, you would see them like in a 2-disc type case or whatever. But this wasn't sold like with the game. It was separate, $100 soundtrack. I got a bunch of amazing stuff that I'm super happy with, and I couldn't be more excited, man. This is awesome. So yeah, those were the pickups. I got rid of hundreds of items, and yeah, everybody's happy. And I was glad that I got to come and support Jared, his first month open here in Modesto. So if you guys are ever in Modesto or Northern California or whatever, come check out. And the deal's been done, and yeah, man, I'm just super grateful. So yeah, come check them out, dude. Laughing Crow Collectibles, Modesto. So we're here with John, and he did a lot of trades today here, and he got a lot of really good stuff. So what did you end up picking up, Johnny?
All right, so thanks, Rick. So basically, we are in Modesto, California, down at Laughing Crow Collectibles in California. And some of the things that we picked up is Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem, CIB, definitely a banging horror title. We got Raiden 4, so kind of like a bullet hell style game for the Xbox 360. Something that I've been looking for a while now is Chibi Robo, complete in box. So definitely excited about that. Something I've never seen before, and I thought it was really cool, but this is Resident Evil Dead Aim. So basically this is a first player light gun series game for the PlayStation 2. So I'm really curious but excited to check that one out. Odin Sphere for the PlayStation 2. Now I did have, last year I bought the PlayStation 4 remaster of this storybook, but I passed it on to a friend So honestly, as long as I have this, I'm happy. Definitely a very nostalgic game I had growing up was Time Splitters for the GameCube. So definitely excited about that one as well. And then the Game of the Year edition. So definitely been on this kick with Fallout. So this is Fallout 3 with the DLCs. I got this for my daughter. This is the replica for Harley Quinn, the DC version, baseball bat. So I know she'll be super stoked. And then we got a complete in box, really nice copy of The Legend of Zelda, the bestsellers, million seller, A Link to the Past, and then I now have complete in box Lunar the Silver Star story, complete for the PlayStation 1, right? This is the one with the box, the book in there, as well as the jeweled case. And then last but not least, y'all already know I've been looking for a Sega Nomad for a while, and look no further, this one's actually modded, right? This is the McWill, right, mod, and dude, I am so stoked to be playing some Sega Genesis on this. Dude, I am truly grateful for the trades that we did today, banging trades. And definitely come down here, check out Jared in his store. You know, anytime you're around Modesto, California, you're gonna walk away with some good stuff.
So I'm here with Jared, the store owner here at Laughing Crow. Now you're in a store, right? So like, what's that been like for you, being in a store for the last month and this is all yours? Like, how does that feel versus just working the swaps and vending at expos?
I'll say it's very similar because basically it's like every day is like being at a swap. Every day is being at a convention. I really don't do anything that different than I do at those events. Like, it's just all about interact people and making them feel welcome, whether it's at my booth or it's in my store, you know what I mean? I'm doing deals the same way roughly that I did before, you know? It's like I'm trying to figure out a happy medium where they're happy, I'm happy. I'm just trying to help them find the stuff that they want with what I have, except now that I have all this space, I can actually have more stuff to be able to help them find what they want, you know? So that part of it's been really, really fun.
So like, what would you say is the best part of owning a game store?
Well, my favorite part about it is probably the same thing that I enjoyed about the swaps and the conventions. It's just like getting to interact with everybody, getting to talk. Anybody who knows me well knows that I never shut up. And I can't help but to talk smack to everybody that comes across my table and joke and bust them, and I mean, I love it, you know? So I get to do that, and then having the shop, like a permanent location, has been really cool because it's kind of become like a home base for a lot of people in the area who come in and they're looking for stuff, and I can help track it down. I got room to be able to put way more stuff in here. I don't know, just it's like getting to know all my customers and help them find the stuff that makes them happy is like gotta be, I mean, that sounds so cheesy, but that's like genuinely one of the things that I really enjoy about it, you know?
I think that's my favorite part of like this whole collecting thing is the people.
Sure. Oh yeah, 100%.
Getting to hang out and
absolutely
shoot the shit about video games.
My favorite part of the show isn't even like the show part in selling the games. It's like getting to talk to people at the show. It's the after party of us all hanging out after the show, going and getting dinner and all that kind of stuff. We're here in my game store at midnight playing pinball, hanging out, talking. Like this is the highlight of my whole day. I literally took in 600 plus games today. In trade, we did a ton of sales. You guys got a bunch of bangers, but this is my favorite part of the whole day is this part after when we're all just hanging out and talking and being friends. Like this is the coolest thing about it, for sure, by a mile.
So now I have to ask, it's only been a month, but what would you say is the worst part of owning a game store? That like, if someone was coming in and they were like, if I came to you and I said, Jared, I want to open a game store, that's my dream.
Sure.
What are you gonna say?
So, I mean, like, are there negatives? For sure. I cannot, it's the amount of work, right? Like, do you want to see your kids? Do you want to be at home? Do you want to sleep in? Forget about it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here all the time.
Like you were saying earlier, you took in 600 games, and at some point, you still got to go through, buff the disc, clean the troubleshoot, get them all ready for the store, get them labeled, and, you know.
And that's just one day of trades.
That's one day, and this happens almost every, like, obviously not to the scope that we had happen today, but every single day there are at least a half a dozen people bringing in, like, like anything from small little onesie twosie trades up to like a big chunk of their collection. That happens every day. I'm open 5 days a week. I've not had a day that hasn't gone by. I've had days where we've had only a few people coming in and buying things, but every day people are bringing in trades, and every single one of those trades, multiply that to anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes on every single game, has to be processed, bagged, tagged, cleaned, tested, everything. So the grind is definitely.
And one thing I've heard other store owners say in like interviews and stuff when you're starting a game store, it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of money to make it happen and to get it off the ground. And if you don't have either the inventory already when you're starting, then you're going to need to have a lot of money to fill those shelves, right? Like right out of the gate.
Yeah.
So I know you were saying a lot of the stuff when you started in here was out of your own personal collection.
Oh yeah, no. When you look around the store, you're looking at my personal collection. You know what I mean?
How hard is that for you to watch each game walk out the door?
A lot of the stuff, what's been a big positive of this is it's really put my collection into perspective, because there's certain items that's like, sure, great. I mean, John came in today and he was like doing cartwheels across the room when he found the Sega Nomad, right? And for me, I was like, it was just something cool that I picked up along the way. And I'm like, I'm happy that he's happy, and that's great. But then there's other pieces, like you grabbed this with the sealed game for Twilight Princess, and I was like, oh man, I remember when I picked this up. This kind of sucks that he's going home with it, you know what I mean? And that, it hurt a little bit. Literally, like, I remember I bought this from my buddy Cody here when I got it from him. This was, this Mario, where's your Mario 3? Oh, this is Mario 3. One of the first CIB games that I bought at a show was this copy of Super Mario 3. I remember the conversation I had when I bought it with the guy. Does it sting a little to sell? A little bit, you know?
But with that same thing, with, you know, the positive side, you're passing on your story, your journey, you're collecting to somebody else that you know is going to love it and enjoy it as well.
Absolutely. That's definitely the salve that kind of soothes the wound, right? I mean, that is the thing that makes it all worthwhile when you're doing this stuff. You know, I mean, it's not like it's not $1 million item, you know, but like it means something to Mike that he's gonna have, and he's gonna tell people that he bought it from here and tell the story that I told him about it. And that part definitely makes me, I mean, stoked to pass it along to somebody else, you know?
So, last question.
Sure.
Since you've been here, what would you say has been either your favorite or coolest thing that's come in on trade in the store?
Oh man, favorite or coolest thing that's come in on trade? That's a tough one. There's definitely been some interesting stuff. I had, our friends came. I mean, this is not worth anything. I'm not gonna sell this thing. It's not to say it's not worth anything. This is a present that somebody brought in. One of my friends, Hugo and Shannon, prized me out of the blue and brought this in one day. And they're like, hey man, we got you a shop warming gift. And I didn't know if anybody was gonna care that I was opening up a shop. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know, I thought it was a cool idea. I didn't know anybody else was gonna think that it was cool. And like every day, every week, I've got people driving from, like literally hours, people are driving to surprise me, right? And just to like, not even to buy stuff, just to come in because they want to like say like, dude, we're so proud of you and everything else. And something like this like kind of represents all the love. I mean, I've had bangers coming in, you know what I mean? Like CIB Mid Super Metroid. I've had, you know, the Shadow Tower for PS1. But I mean, either way, like, yeah, amazing stuff has come into the store, but like, and I'm excited to see it, but it's like definitely all the love that has come in has been the coolest thing that's happened since we opened up. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know if that's the answer you wanted, but that's what I'm giving you.
No, dude, that's great. And honestly, man, like between you and Shia and Ryan, like you guys are all at like different parts of the valley. Yeah. And like you guys are all good dudes. You guys.
And we're all friends.
Yeah, and you guys are all
like
buddies.
we're literally all good friends. You know what I mean?
You're helping them, they're helping you. Like it's just one more thing, you know, to get closer with the community.
No, it's been awesome, man. And just like that, man, the support from my friends who are also business owners, Ryan, Chia, Jason Morehouse, Rudy, all those guys have been like phenomenal for me. You know what I mean? So definitely big Rex to all those guys. I mean, Cartridge Cartel, Game Vault. I'm gonna forget people and I'm gonna feel bad. You know what I mean? But like all those guys mean a lot to me, and they've been super supportive this whole time.
I'm super happy for you. And this has been amazing, dude. So thank you for everything.
No, wait, I thank you, dude. We appreciate you coming out.
Dude, I wish you all the best of luck.
Awesome.
Thank you for everything.
We appreciate you. Fucking A, man. Pound it, dude.
And that's it, you guys. Look, we got fucking Marios, we got fucking Zeldas, and we got fucking Rule of fucking Rose.
And he bought a lady. He bought a lady.
And I bought a waifu doll. No, I'm fucking kidding. It's on Amusha, I swear. I'm not fucking weird or anything.
Oh, you are.
All right, guys. Until next time, Laughing Crow Collectibles in Modesto. Come check them out. Bring in your trades. Come buy shit. Come support Jared. See you guys next time. Talk to you real soon.